Russell!
Yeah.
Hey, do you want me to drop off that torque wrench? I'm going to be driving by here in a little bit.
If you'd like to, that's fine. I'm not home, and I think the neighbor actually has a digital one, so I probably won't need it at all. But
Oh, gee, thanks a lot. I see how much I'm used. Thanks a lot. Well, if you don't want it, then I'm not dropping it off. I just figured I'd offer.
to hell with you.
I know you're not working. What the heck are you doing?
I was working late today, but not now. I had
That's probably only why, because you didn't work 3/4 of the rest of the days. It's nobody else's fault but your own that you drive a piece of crap.
Oh, after 150,000 miles, it was too much printer oil for the injector, I guess.
Oh my goodness. All right, we'll have to stop by and give the viewers a tour of what happened to your. Every time you drive somewhere more than 30 minutes away, your truck breaks down. I'm just letting you know. It makes it home, but it does break down.
I know. I've had a hell of a run lately. It's been a disaster.
Russell, ever since you got the name Russell the Roadside Repairman, you're doomed.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome to the rest of your life, buddy. All right.
Are you coming past the house later, or what?
I'm going to be passing by just in a little bit. I'm going to look at a shop possibly, and then be driving home. All right, I'll let you know when I'm driving past and see if you're home.
Yeah, if not, you can catch me tomorrow. They're coming in the mail tomorrow. I'll be plugging them in.
Oh, what, the new goodies?
Yeah. 4-step grades.
4-step grades. All right, see you, bye.
You have a tow truck. Just wait till you see what I'm putting in this thing.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're a nut. All right, say goodbye. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Good afternoon, guys. What is going on? Hope everyone's having a great day thus far. Welcome back to the channel. So today, as you can see, it actually didn't start raining all that hard all that long ago. When we were almost done with work, I was like, all right, it's only misting out, no big deal. We'll try and get some work done. Now it seems like it's coming down pretty bad. So, unfortunately, anyway, but we're gonna take a look at possibly a potential shop, possibly. My hopes are not that high, but at this point we are looking at pretty much everything. Made a couple more phone calls today for a space. No such luck. So every day, this is what I'm doing every day. I'm stressing out about getting a space to work on everything and keep continuing to make these videos, because right now, here's the deal with the house. I've said this a million times. I'm not putting a shop at this place because we're not staying here. We're not staying at this house. So if you guys look at my backyard, this is the septic field over here. This is my property line. This part of my lawn gets extremely wet. Now that can be fixed with excavation and drainage and all that other stuff. But again, we are not staying at this property. We were hoping to be moved by now. Ooh, look at the groundhog. Look at the groundhog. Zoom. Right there. Anyway, we were not planning on staying here. We were hoping to actually be moved out by now, but that is not the case. I am not going to invest the money in this property putting a shop up when we know we're going to move. Now, I know that there's a plus and a minus to everything, and I'm not saying that your idea isn't correct and what I could or couldn't do, but that's what I'm doing, and that's kind of where we're at. So the other thing, when I was unboxing the Caltrax yesterday, we got our bottom side that goes on the bottom of your axle. This is what ties into the top part of the leaf spring, and these are the bars in here. I'm like, where are the new U-bolts? That, the square U-bolts that come down that are supposed to be in the kit. I called Calvert Racing, and because this truck actually already came with square style U-bolts, they don't include them, which reflects in the price, which I did not know. But we are going to end up getting new ones made, which is just another thing that I have to go run and get that I wasn't planning on. So I'm going to have to do that probably tomorrow, hopefully get them, because we can't put the axle in because the old U-bolts are just not going to work. So we're not going to reuse those. And that's it. So let's get the day started, letting the tow rig warm up, go check this place out, maybe go say hi to Russell, let you guys know exactly what happened to Russell's excursion minivan now, because it's a pretty funny story. We'll go from there. There's my gray hat. I was wondering where the heck my gray hat went. pasa?
Hello, speaking.
Yeah, hi. How you doing? I'm actually calling about the building that you have for rent. Absolutely, I would greatly appreciate it.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
Alright guys, back in the shop now. Went inside, had dinner, hung out with the wife for a little bit, and we're back out in the garage. Just trying to button up the shifter mount, which I ran into a little bit of a problem, which I'll show you guys here in a second. But the shop hunt is still on. As you guys see, I'm just trying to bring you guys through everything. And I didn't show you guys certain things for certain various reasons. I hope you guys can understand that. But that shop, kinda, I don't know if it's gonna work out or not. A lot of people, when I tell them I only want like a 6 to 8 month lease, they're kind of like, most people who rent stuff want to have long-term tenants that they don't have to worry about, care about, that just pay their rent and there's never any issues. So it's kind of a little bit of a hard thing to convince people that I'm not like some teenager wanting just to rent the place and have parties there. So we'll work through it. We'll find something. There's a plan. There's a plan for everything, and the right thing will pop up. We have 2 more leads, and one of them should be calling me back tonight at some point, I think. I'm gonna make another phone call tomorrow, but the quest for the shop is still on, so we'll get there. One way, shape, or form, we'll get there, so don't worry. Let me show you guys the issue that I have on the shifter mount as of right now. Not really a huge deal. We're just gonna have to make a parts run, and you guys can't see crap, but here are the pins that slide through here for our base. What's happening is the hardware that I used, we do not have enough clearance. You can kind of see where the pin is. It's hitting the top of the bolt heads. What I used was, I used really nice stainless hardware, Allen heads, and put them upside down so you can't really see them from the, basically right here, you can't even tell that there's hardware sitting there. So that was my plan for that. I just need to get shorter ones because obviously the whole nut end, this thing is, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it looks like all wavy. But obviously the nut end, if it's too high, comes up too high, if that made any sense. But that's where we're at. I'm gonna undo one, take it back to the hardware store and swap that out real quick so we can at least say we buttoned up the shifter mount. We still need to go through the cab here for the actual cable, but I'm trying to get some progress done tonight, boys. Alrighty, bolt trip was a major fail. There must be an accident or something on the highway. I went to go get on the highway, literally backed up for miles. A 30-minute trip would have probably taken me about 2 hours, so we'll do that tomorrow. I'm not gonna waste my time on the highway, that's for sure. But I was cleaning up a piece of equipment that we were using that I haven't really gone over, and I have seen in the comment what I use for some of the metalworking, the very amateur metalworking that I do, but I figured I'd go over that. I mean, everybody pretty much owns an angle grinder. That's what a lot of the stuff gets done with, but as far as some of the heavier duty stuff, which I have bought, and is definitely a very good tool to have, and it really wasn't all that bad. I'll put the link down in the description, go check that out, but here it is. It is just a DeWalt chop saw. You guys have seen me use this before. I have seen somebody ask kind of what brand this was and how I like it and stuff like that. So I figured it'd be a good question to kind of wrap up this video. So this is a DeWalt metal chop saw. I actually just got a new blade for it. This is kind of the reason I was putting a new blade on it. I was cleaning it up. Some really nice features about this is, number one, the price point. Number two, I actually did a couple reviews when I actually read a couple reviews before I bought this. They were kind of mixed, so I kind of took a chance. I'm like, it's here. It's for a project that I need now, and I don't really feel like, you know, searching all over the interwebs to read reviews. But the blade is really just kind of like, if you can unscrew a gas cap, you can kind of unscrew this. It's really just a quick release. It clicks when it's all the way tight, and that's pretty much locks in. It's keyed, and that's pretty much that. So the blade is really easy to change. It hasn't let me down, hasn't failed once. I mean, this thing honestly kicks out some pretty good power. It'll trip breakers pretty easily when it gets fired up. So other than that, it's pretty easy to store. All you got to do is just push this lever over, kind of stays in the locked position. Usually this stuff is all pushed forward here. Of course, it doesn't do it now. There you go, stores like that. And it's pretty good. I mean, honestly, what do you want out of your equipment? You want it to last, you want it to work, and you want it to be good. So all I have to say is thumbs up for this thing. Now, there are a couple key things that I will go over that maybe will help you in its operation. This thing isn't completely flawless, but it does do the trick. So maybe this goes without saying for some of you guys, but one thing I always do like to do, you can set it at 0 here and it does get it perfectly straight, but I do like to take my metal square, kind of run it along the edge here, kind of true it up, and then do it over here on this side. Do the same thing, get it true, and then lock it down. It does actually move a little bit off of the 0, so just to make sure it's perfectly straight. This thing's pretty simple. Just lock it down, it'll go on an angle. This thing's been really extremely useful, especially the last thing we used it for was the shifter mount, getting those nice angles on it. And it's nice that it can just be one complete straight cut, not with an angle grinder going all the way through it and around it. So the only other thing that I have noticed on this, and I mean, you guys can leave your comments down below. Maybe there's a different brand or a different technique. When I'm starting my cut, if it's something pretty thick, I'll usually try and start really slow and really go into it. If you go too fast, or if it's a really piece of thick metal, this blade will deflect off to the side a little bit and kind of leave you with a not so perfectly straight cut. So that is one thing. I know a lot of people would be like, well, what's the point then? But if you go slow enough, it is very minute, something that, you know, when you clean everything up, you're never going to notice. So other than that, I mean, what else can I say about this thing? It's awesome. But that's pretty much going to do it for our little metal saw review. If you guys like that, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know if you guys want me to do a little bit more tool review, things in the shop, things what I think about for the shop, and maybe some truck parts and what I think about them for the application. So leave it down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys would like to see me, you know, give my opinion about, I guess. So one last thing that I do want to touch on real quick, not truck related, not shop related. It's pretty much going to end this video. So if you guys want to stick around and hear me, you know, real world Greg come out, I mean, you're more than welcome. But that's going to do it. If you guys don't want to hear that, thank you guys for watching this video. Big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So for those of you guys who do care, I just kind of want to vent just a little bit. The last couple days have been pretty stressful, and I'm letting the lack of a shop and the light really kind of affect my attitude, and the last couple days have just been really wearing on me and really kind of stressing me out. And like I mentioned, just overall, you know, my attitude. And today I just kind of chilled, relaxed a little bit, and you know, that's kind of the reason why today, you know, we got home late from work and I wanted to make a couple phone calls about shops and stuff like that, and I was like, well, that pretty much means we're not going to get a whole lot done outside. And I was like, you know what, let's just do it. You know, I mean, like it's the same thing that I kind of mentioned about the pull truck. When things start to become a little bit more of a job, they become less enjoyable, and that's the way not the channel or the work was becoming, but just the way my stress and just getting worked up over this situation was getting, and I was letting it get the best of me. So takeaway point is, overall, don't let things drive you crazy like that. The thing is, the situation is what it is, and getting worked up, getting angry, getting stressed isn't really going to change the overall situation. Yes, you just have to keep working at it and keep plugging away, and eventually change will come. But you know, in the moment, you know, throwing a wrench, getting upset, yelling isn't really going to change anything. So I know it's hard to avoid, but sometimes just taking a step back, taking a day off, taking a breath, whatever you need to do to kind of remain calm about it, it's worth doing. So I encourage you guys, you know, if there's something going on in your life, at work, you know, that's really killing you, stressing you out, I mean, just take a step back, realize, you know, change will come, good things will come. you just got to be patient sometimes, and just like the shop thing, who knows, maybe we'll get a phone call tomorrow that could change everything. Maybe it'll come in a week. But the fact is, we're still going to be out here getting work done. We're going to do what we got to do, and that's pretty much where it's going to land. It's going to land where it's going to land. You know, everything happens for a reason, and who knows, maybe we don't have a shop yet because there's going to be something even better come available in a week or two. So who knows? We'll see, guys, but that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya.